Today in the Nerdy Gritty, we talk about our predictions for the Game Awards 2019.
One more world disappears inside it. Just another hopeless addict. World that makes a man insane. If the drums don't get you, the guitars will.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Nerdy Gritty, where we delve deep into the details of pop culture. I am Fox.
I am Dez.
Hi.
Hi.
I have, I just realized I told you I have our topic. And
Yeah,
I do.
you have
I
the
just
intro-
forgot
well,
about-
the
I was
intro
ju-
topic,
Anyway,
yeah.
okay. So we said that we are not going to talk about The Mandalorian until it's done.
Right.
Because it would, it bogged down a lot of our conversation. But there is a big question going around the internet right now. A lot of people are pretty divisive. Like you have like the impeachment hearings and stuff, and then
Right.
you have this question, which is equal at least.
Okay.
I would say more people care about.
Is it Baby
actually.
Yoda related?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
The world is right now. But
Hey.
matchup of the century: Baby Yoda versus Baby Groot.
Oh, Baby Yoda. No question,
Whoa,
Baby Yoda.
okay, calm down.
No.
All I said was versus. That I did
This
not
isn't
give.
a topic.
Okay, look.
Unless the versus like
We're gonna talk.
comparison.
Okay, no. We're
unless
gonna go
the
through some
comparison
things
is
here.
which is a more plant-based being.
It might be Baby. You don't understand their
still
race.
might be Baby
It might
Yoda.
be Baby Yoda. No. Okay, in a fight.
Baby Yoda.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Why?
Because he picked up that giant rhinoceros thing
Yeah.
and slammed it to the ground
He did it once in great distress and was passed out for 3 days.
with a giant thing. With a teeny tiny baby Groot, he'd tear it apart. And then, okay, sure, he'd rip it to tiny pieces and then he'd fall asleep for
But
an hour
Baby
and a half.
Groot has been shown to be much more vicious.
That's true. Baby Groot.
It's the Batman Superman. Batman will probably win because he's much more willing to kill than Superman ever is. Whatever. So maybe Groot's much more vicious and willing to kill Baby Yoda.
I think at the end of the day, it's an equivalent question to who would win in a fight, Groot or Yoda.
No, this is real life, man. This is a historical show. It's from a galaxy far, far away a long time ago.
But no, Groot or Yoda, who would win in a fight? Yoda. Yoda would.
Okay, I mean,
would
I can
rip
understand. I'm not here to say you're wrong. I can understand that. I don't know. I don't think it's as cut and dry as you would say.
Oh, it is.
All right, cultural impact. Cultural
Ooh.
impact of Baby Groot versus Baby Yoda. Have you?
I
Look,
don't-
I
okay,
understand
currently-
there are memes out the wazoo of Baby Yoda, but there are memes out the wazoo of
Right.
everything.
Yeah. Okay. So currently,
Yes.
I would say Baby Groot, but that's because the Mandalorian hasn't finished yet, and we don't know
That's
what,
a good point.
what adorable
That's a
or
good point.
heartbreaking things are going to happen
we
to
don't know.
Baby Yoda.
We don't know what Baby Yoda the next meme is going to
Right.
be.
So I mean, when Groot said "We are Groot,"
Oh.
and then
I
Baby
mean, that wasn't Baby Groot.
right,
but-
right, but then. So everybody was like hung on Groot,
Yep.
and then Baby Groot came,
Yep.
and so there was this huge cultural
And
impact.
then you have that dancing scene
Yes,
during
at
the
the
Guardians of the
very
Galaxy
end.
credits. You're just like, this is amazing.
which is
And then he shows up at
fetal
the
Groot.
That's Baby
How
Groot.
would you define? No, Baby Groot is in.
Oh,
Guardians
I
of
guess
Galaxy
when he's
2.
still in it. Yeah, when he comes out.
Yeah,
Not fetal. Well, I guess he's still like
he's still in a plant,
planted and
yeah,
growing.
in a potted plant.
That's a Groot fetus right there. Anyway, and then Baby Groot has that whole, like, during that battle scene at the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where he's dancing around and not
Right.
really worried about what's going on. Great way to start your movie because nobody cares about this right now, even though it does come back. Anyway, well written movie.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
We
mean,
don't need to discuss that.
no, we
now.
don't. But it did.
The
Like,
opening
at
scene
least
is
that
very
opening
good.
scene because
Yeah, opening
you're,
scene
you're,
is very good.
You're used to just a battle at the start to get your interest, but this subverts that by just showing Baby dancing Groot with all that stuff happening
Going
in the background. Great.
right.
Anyway,
So I will say, currently Baby Groot, but Baby Yoda has the potential.
Baby
to
Yoda.
very
Yeah, I
much
guess that's
overcome
true.
it.
We're still waiting to see all of Baby Yoda's.
Right.
How old do you think Baby Yoda will be by the end of the Mandalorian? Is it still going to be baby, or do you think there's going to be some
No,
some growth?
51. will be-
51.
yeah, I think.
See,
this
here's
will
my
take the course
question
of a
though,
year.
because what Yoda was like in
900, or 800,
850, 950, something
and
like
then
that.
yeah, 900-ish.
This
yeah.
if this tiny, basically 3-year-old, I would say would be around about what his age is, Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda is
3-year-old?
50.
Well, he's 50, but in like human maturity
Oh,
level.
yeah.
Maybe 3.
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Around there. You can't even talk.
Toddler.
Yeah. And so but Yoda, when he dies of old age, I assume.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if he had some congenital heart disease or something. But he's like, what, 900 at the most? Oh, that's hilarious. So multiply that. So technically he was like, if their maturity rate grows at ours, he was like 40. Because if 50, you got 18 times 3
is 1/18th.
Yeah, exactly.
Life.
So you have 18 times 2, 36 to
1/18
64.
of 80. What is 1/18
So
of 80?
it's just weird to me that like it doesn't really feel like the scale is.
Hang on, I'm gonna
No,
go.
stop.
No, I'm figuring this out.
It's 18
80
times
divided.
3.
No, it's 80 divided by 18. He's 4.5 years old. Essentially, he's just over 4 years old by our.
What?
Okay.
If Baby Yoda is currently 50
50
years
years
old,
old,
but by our standards is about 3, and old Yoda, old Death Yoda is 900 years old,
Right.
then that means he is roughly 18 times older.
Right.
Meaning maturity-wise, in human years, he should be about 36 to 54.
Who should be 3654?
Old Yoda.
You're doing the math backward.
I don't think I am.
Because you have to say if the lifespan is 900 years
Right?
and 80 is 1/15th of that, or 1/18th of that, or sorry, 50 is 1/18th of that, our average lifespan is about 80 years.
Okay.
1/18th of that is about 4. And
Still
so
feels weird.
It all makes sense.
It feels like he should be a little older. Even though their time scale seems a lot more, like it feels like they age a lot faster than we do.
I'm guessing there are people who have already thought all of this out.
Wikipedia
Like, yeah.
has so many. Wikipedia is the worst. There's so much crap on there that does not matter that people wasted their time running. Okay, well that was the big important discussion we had to get out of the way. Now let's get on to whatever else.
What have you been up to, Fox? You go
a
ahead.
lot.
Yeah, I know. You and I both have done a lot.
I saw 4 movies in the theaters over 2 days. I saw Dark Waters, the Mark Ruffalo lawsuit against DuPont, and They Did Bad Things movie.
Right.
It was fine. Wasn't as good as Spotlight, which it reminded me heavily of because of Mark Ruffalo and because of the kind of thing. It was fine. I saw Ford v Ferrari.
Yeah, how was that?
Fine.
Okay.
It's a dad movie where it's just like, yeah, American
It looked like
over
it had a lot of
them
potential
dang
to me.
Europeans.
But then it also looked like it had a lot of potential to fail as well.
It was a
so-
perfectly fine dad movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be on TNT on Sunday afternoons in 4 years. And your grandpa's going to be like, I watched this movie. Have you heard of this Ford v Ferrari movie? And you're like, oh, yeah. I saw, we'll talk about Frozen 2 together
Yep,
because we
'cause
both
that's
watched
good-
it. But
one of
then
the
I
things I
also
wanna bring
watched Honey Boy. Shia LaBeouf, written and starring basically an autobiographical movie in which he plays his father, his own father. So in the movie, it's Otis and then Lloyd, I think his dad's name is. Different names, of course, but it's essentially them living together and their relationship as he's a child actor growing up a little bit. He didn't really grow
Right.
up. It's only not a long movie, or as it doesn't span a lot of time, but really, really interesting to watch. So yeah, highly recommended.
All
I
right.
think it'll be on Amazon soon.
Right,
because
that's
it's an
what it's
Amazon
supposed to be.
original.
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
put it in theaters because it's good, and also because they wanted it to be considered for awards.
For
So,
awards.
yeah, so those are movies I watched. Let's talk about Frozen 2.
Yeah, because I watched Frozen 2 with my kids, and you watched
You're
Frozen 2
the
as
Elsa
well.
head between us.
I most certainly am. I loved it. I thought it was really, really good. I liked it more than the first one, which is actually
Wow,
saying
you
a lot.
are the minority there, my friend.
Because to me, I think this one was a lot more character growth that is real, a lot more real character growth rather than Disney character growth.
Okay.
And you know, in the first one, everything gets happily ever after, and everything's wonderful and awesome and great
Sure.
and grand. And this, sure, it's a Disney movie, and everything ends up
There's
wonderful.
still
and great and
essentially a
grand,
happily ever after.
but it gets grim there
The
for a
status
little bit.
changes pretty
yeah,
heavily.
like it gets pretty grim for a while.
A little bit.
And
yeah.
there's a song even about, like, you know, there's a line that says, "You're lost, hope is gone, but you must go on and do the next right thing. And so I really like just this whole character arc, especially for Anna, of this.
Yeah, Anna's my favorite character.
Yeah.
She's much more interesting to me than Elsa.
This chipper, happy person facing real grim stuff. And
Right.
I won't give any spoilers, but from her perspective, at one point, it is rough. Next thing that I did, I bought the second Adventure Zone graphic novel.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's Murder on the Rockport Limited, and it's equally good. A great sequel, hilarious, wonderfully done, especially if you've listened to the podcast, you can hear the voices as they're going on.
Yeah, I got a bunch of games last week because Black Friday and Steam sale and all that. I got Yakuza 0. I was like, it was only $10, and I'd always heard like interesting things about it. Like it's a pretty unique kind of series. So I was like, why not? This is the very first, like chronologically in the whole series, and it's supposed to be really good. It's weird, but I'm only like an hour in, so I'm going to keep playing. Lonely Mountains Downhill. It's on the Xbox Game Pass. I mean, it's on other things, but I got the Xbox Game Pass for PC, and this is one that I was like, oh, look kind of cool. It's essentially a mountain biking game. It feels like it could be a mobile game that's kind of upscaled to a PC in at least like the content and the quality of it. And it's okay. Biggest one, though, that is not part of the Video Game Awards because it missed the deadline for submission by 1 day.
Oh my gosh.
Is Jedi Fallen Order.
I wonder if they did that on purpose.
Oh, take that, EA. Take that. But anyway, I've been playing it. I was gifted it by a friend, so thank you very much. And it is fine.
Yeah.
It feels like, hey, let's make a Dark Souls, but we don't want to super be Dark Souls because we have a story and stuff and a pre-established lore, a huge pre-established lore.
Right.
So it kind of felt like, let's use some things that people like, but we can't really fully implement them because it wouldn't work with our brand. And so it fails a little bit because of that.
I have been playing more Baba Is You, which we'll talk about in a while.
Played that,
as well as Kind Words. I've been doing both of those more, but we'll talk about
Game
both of
Awards
those more
ones.
later.
Yeah, we'll talk about them.
But those are the games that I've been playing.
100%. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's what we got. We got a big topic to get to, and we're a little limited on time, so we are kind of rushing.
Let's get down to the nerdy gritty.
Let's do it.
Version short ad. Yeah, before that it might have sounded kind of like this because what you just heard was the short version of our podcast. That means that our general talk beforehand is edited down. If you want to hear our director's cut, which we talk about a lot of things in extent, all the stuff that we've been up to and whatnot for a while, you can actually head over to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/dezandfox. And subscribe to our second or third tier, become a second or third tier patron. All of that stuff is included with the long podcast and Patreon exclusive content and things like that is all there for you. Even at the first tier, you get all of our Patreon exclusive content like bonus episodes or early episodes, all kinds of cool things like that. But we also understand that sometimes you can't do these things. If that's the case with you, we just appreciate when you like and share and support us in whatever way you can. Thanks for listening, guys. Well, guys, it's that time of year again. The Game Awards 2019
It's the
are
most
coming out.
video game time of the year. First of all, it's a weird time of year. Every other award show happens in January or February.
Right.
So you get the whole year. Doesn't make any sense. But anyway, so the nominees came out about a month ago. And we're going to talk about our game,
Right.
our
Last time we did
predictions.
this, we talked for a long time.
We did.
About a lot of different things.
We did. We'll shorten it down a little bit.
We have to be more concise this
I do
time.
want to go through everything.
Okay.
But
everything that we
through
know about at least.
No, everything.
Okay.
Because we're going to get some real good in-depth stats from a friend of ours, Chris, who you know if
Oh,
you're a listener.
that's right. That's
so we're
right.
going to go through everything. And so a lot of them are just going to be pure guesses from us.
Okay,
Because we
cool.
do not care about esports.
Okay. Game of the year.
No.
Nominees.
Let's wait. That's the
What?
last one you
Oh,
do. Start
fine.
from the bottom up.
I'll go from the bottom
Yeah.
up. Okay, scrolling
There are a
all
lot,
the way
but we're going to do them
down.
all.
Ready.
VR,
The best
AR
VR
game.
AR game. Asgard's Wrath, Blood and Truth, Beat Saber, No Man's Sky, Trover's Saves the Universe.
I have heard of 3 and know what two of them are.
I have heard of 2, and I know what they both are. I've not heard of the other 3.
It's, to me, definitely between Beat Saber and No Man's Sky.
That's what I was
And I'm going to
thinking
go
too.
with, I think Beat Saber is going to win.
You do?
I think that's a fan favorite. No Man's Sky has won people over, but it's it's all still got a lot of people upset that they basically the whole No Man's Sky controversy. So I'm going Beat Saber.
I don't think Beat Saber is unique enough. It's a DDR for the VR world.
It really is.
I don't think it's unique enough, so I'm actually going No Man's Sky
Okay.
because they finally paid on a lot of the things that they said they were going to do.
It was a long time coming, but that's a pretty good story of the.
Yeah, and it finally you know what, you did it, and your game is fun.
Yeah,
now,
no,
so
that's fair. I
job.
appreciate that. Beat Saber, I think, was pretty responsible for a lot of people wanting to get into the
VR
thing. So I think
that's a great point, actually. Yeah, people bought VR for Beat Saber.
Yeah.
All right, so you got Beat Saber.
Beat Saber.
I got No Man's Sky.
Let's move up.
No, wait, real quick. What do you think Trover Saves the Universe is? Go. What is it?
Oh,
Give me the plot.
I know it's a game made by
No, give me the plot of Trover Saves the Universe. Make
a
it up.
guy named
Go.
Trover Saves the Universe.
You're not even having fun. Play with me.
No, we got a
Play
lot
with
to
me
get
in
to.
my space.
No, I know that it was created by the people who made
You're not willing to give time
Rick
to
and
give
Morty.
me a makeup.
Fine. Trover, who is a garbage man, because he sounds
Ooh,
like Grover.
I like that.
He goes throughout the universe, saving it from the supernovas that are happening.
Nice. All right, there we go. That's Trover
That's
Saves the
it?
Universe. Yep, that's
Okay.
all. I just wanted to know.
I'll kill you.
Best strategy game.
Yeah, go
Age
through
of
'em.
Wonders, Planetfall, Anno 1800, Fire Emblem, 3 Houses, Total War, 3 Kingdoms, Tropico 6, and Wargroove.
Yeah, I think it's fairly obvious what's going to win is
I think
Fire
so,
Emblem.
too. Yeah.
People who were surprised that's not nominated for Game of the
Game
War.
of the Year.
Game of the
Game
Year.
of the War.
Game of the War. Well, it's strategy game. And most of those have something to do with war. So, yeah, I think that's going to be fairly easy to guess.
There are other ones on here that deserve to be mentioned. I know
Wargroove was fairly popular.
and super unique as well.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And then Total War, 3 Kingdoms got a
People
lot
love
of
them some
good
Fire
stuff.
Emblem.
Yeah, and this one, they love the anime boys in this.
They do. I mean,
People
I want
love
to
the
play
anime
it,
boys.
but it didn't go on. If it was on Black Friday sale, I would have bought it, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
So
So
no.
we both got Fire.
Fire Emblem. Yeah.
So last time you did much better than me because I actively chose to pick something different than you every single time.
Oh, no, let's
and a
not
lot
do
of
that.
time you chose some of the shoe-ins.
Well,
I'm
if
not
we-
going to do
if
that
we-
this
if
time.
we tie on our prediction, that's great.
I'm not going to do that this
That's
time.
fine. That's fine.
So yeah, Fire Emblem. Okay, but that's our strategy game. Let's not go too fast. We could go too fast here.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
We can talk. We'll vamp
Here
a
we go.
little.
This is
We'll talk more when we get to the ones we
This
know
is
about
so
for
great.
sure. Sports and racing.
this is so. If you guys know Des and Fox, you know how much we love our sports and racing
I
games.
love the sports and the racing.
Yes.
I love them all.
last racing or sports game you actually played regularly.
Like played
Go.
regularly.
Yes.
Gran Turismo 4,
Really?
PS2.
All right.
Yep.
That's probably more
That's the last
recent
one I
than me,
remember.
actually.
There might be one other, but that's the one I remember playing a lot.
Triple Play 93 on the PlayStation 1 is the last.
PS2 actually I played a surprising amount, like NBA Street. I played on there.
Did you really?
I played. Yeah.
I guess if you count Tony Hawk games, I played the crap out of Tony Hawk
I had
games.
friends that we played a lot of like MLB games too. Me and Sawyer, my friend Sawyer, would play those. Like we played some sports.
My cousin and I, we did this so many times. You could build your own player, and you would get a certain amount of talent points to put in, and it was honestly about double the amount of points that any other player in the game had.
You could make a
And we would make a 25-man roster just from
Dominate.
scratch, and we would have 162 and 0 season every single time. It's wonderful.
fun.
Okay, sports racing game. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Dirt Rally 2.0, eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020.
Pez.
Very concise
Known
name.
as Pez.
Yeah, Pez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
PES.
don't know what the e-football is, but
F1 2019 or FIFA 20. Best sports racing game. Go.
I'm gonna say FIFA or PES. I think the sports games are very popular,
Right.
especially soccer games.
Yes.
Football. Crash Team Racing, people like it, but I'm that's one thing. I'm actively not voting for something that's a remake, because I am protesting against remakes being nominated for awards because they have.
When we hit, I voted for one of them for one thing.
Yeah,
when we
let's
hit
talk about
that,
it.
I'll let you know why I voted for it.
Yeah. But
Yes.
I think they have a leg up on the competition, because they already exist and they're just improving on something that people love enough to remake. So
We'll talk about
yeah,
that.
we'll talk
that
about it.
idea
Let's move
more.
on. Let's
We
move
will.
on. I'm
But
gonna go with FIFA.
I'm also gonna go with FIFA.
Yeah,
FIFA
that's
sure.
pretty popular.
I think in ones like this, we get to the same thing with fighting games. There's ones on there that I'm like, you didn't have enough nominees and you just picked something,
100%.
didn't you?
Yeah.
And I think like Crash Team Racing
Or
is
Dirt
probably
Rally.
one of them. Yeah.
Like, I'm sure people loved it, and I'm not saying it's not good. I'm sure it's great or whatever, but I don't know about it.
Yeah.
Score and music.
Score and music.
This one I
Okay.
actually care about.
This one was a tough one for me. Cadence of Hyrule, Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Yeah.
I have
This is
watched,
very easy for me.
watched or played every single one of these.
I have played 3 out of 5, the demo for 1, and watched you play a little bit of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. So, what was your easy for you?
Easy for me, Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
Because
tough-
it's
it was a
so
tough choice for me.
integrated with the actual gameplay that it's not just something you're listening to. Although the music is great, it's integrated into the gameplay in a really fun way.
That's
Even
almost
the
Luminous,
rumble.
almost Luminous style.
Sure, I'm gonna play Luminous.
Tetris Evolution.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah, I understand. Yeah,
Well,
like
when you push buttons, when you do things, like things happen with the music too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's one level in Sayonara Wild Hearts where it has like this really good snapping beat.
Yeah.
And it's where like 2 different enemies are like changing the world, and you have to like
Yes.
time it
It's
with
like a
what-
yin and yang
And at
going
the first
on.
time, I'm like, this is infuriating. But then when I got it, I was like, this is so much fun.
I am
wanna
grooving the
play this
crap
level
out of
so
this,
much,
yeah.
and I'm like predicting where to go, and it just made me feel so good at the game. So yeah, Sayonara Wild Hearts. I would say Cadence of Hyrule is my runner-up for sure.
And
I
I'm the
loved
exact
that
other
score.
way. Cadence of Hyrule, for a lot of reasons you said, the way that I didn't play Crypt the Necrodancer.
Yeah.
So for me, this was a brand new
It was, yeah. For you, yeah.
integration of music.
Yeah.
And then the musical, first of all, the musical variants. Just there was some like metal in there. There was some real good orchestral stuff in
Yeah.
there, but also just how upbeat it was constantly.
Yeah, Danny Baranowski is the composer for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this probably falls into my remake thing though, because he was working off of something that is already, legendary in the industry, the music of Zelda.
Right.
So it's not an original.
That's
like,
kind of why I liked it, though. It
production.
may have been something that has already been made, but the fact that it was something that was a known quantity that he very much made his own,
Yeah.
and very successfully
Oh
made
yeah,
his own.
it is great.
So,
I have listened to
so
that
good.
soundtrack a lot
Yeah.
outside of playing the game too.
Yeah.
So
that was
very
my
good.
choice. Sayonara Wild Hearts was my very close second.
Kingdom Hearts for me is the last one.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because it's last on the list, 5th out of 5, because I
Right.
don't care. It's
Oh,
either
the
just
music
Disney
was great.
music that already exists or just score music. Like
All of the music was really, really good, and they do a great job of weaving in like very traditional orchestral scores with like a lot of J-pop and things like that
Sure.
in there. And it's beautiful, beautiful music, and it's all very, very good and very emotional. And they pick the very perfect times for the style of music they pick and whatnot. But the rest of these are
I think
so
Death
unique
Stranding
and
works
different.
music into it a little better.
Yeah,
I really
agreed.
like they recognize you're walking a lot, so let's play a song for you that
Yeah.
kind of punctuates what's going on. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Let's move
Okay.
on.
So you
I
said,
said Sayonara Wild Hearts.
I said
You
Cadence
said
of Hyrule.
Cadence of Hyrule.
All right.
Role playing
Best
game.
RPG: Disco Elysium,
I really wish I could played that one.
Final Fantasy XIV,
I did play it a little bit.
Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, The Outer Worlds.
Okay.
So, I had Kingdom Hearts 3,
Yeah.
and I had Kingdom
Did you
Hearts.
play any of the others?
I didn't play. I didn't play any others. I know very well Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
Sure.
I know well Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
I know Outer Worlds. I didn't, but I don't know anything about Disco
Sure.
Elysium.
Sure.
So, but to me, they improve upon the formula of Kingdom Hearts every single time and bring
Yeah.
out new unique things, and they just continue to do that. And then what essentially makes like a top-notch key role-playing game for me is the character building in it as well. And
Okay.
there's just so much beautiful character building in this, and the level building in this as well. The fact that you're building with 3 different characters at least throughout the entirety of the game, also leveling up your weapons and things like that.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of really, really well
They
done
definitely
stuff in
took
this.
the Kingdom Hearts formula and amped it up.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
in every way.
So to me, Kingdom Hearts 3 was an easy pick for me.
I haven't played Disco Elysium. I really wanted to, but it never got to a price that I was willing to pay for it. Final Fantasy 14, I played a couple hours, and it was an MMO.
Yeah, and it's a good MMO.
Sure, it's
It
fine.
is,
Like I didn't not
but-
enjoy it. It just I had so many other
Right.
games that it kind of I uninstalled it and haven't regretted it. Kingdom Hearts 3 I haven't played. I watched it, whatever. So I'm not. I have played the original Monster Hunter, but that's not what's up for thing
Right,
here.
Iceborne.
I'm gonna say The Outer Worlds, partially because it's really the only one that I know really well. But also because it is really fun.
Yeah.
It's a it's made by the same company, so it's not surprising, but it's very much like Fallout New Vegas, where it's like a classic first person, like a Fallout type of first person RPG with gunplay, but there's a lot of humor to it and a lot of like tongue in cheek quality to it.
I'll also say
the
that-
writing's really good on it. So I'll say Outer Worlds is my game.
I'll say part of my choice was coming from like a judge's standpoint, thinking to myself, they got to give them at least one award, right? I think this is the one that it's most worthy of.
For Outer
You know,
Worlds.
for Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts.
Hearts.
Because I have Outer
I
Worlds
see.
winning other things, and
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts is a phenomenal game, and to kind of leave them hanging, I'd feel. But
I hope that's not what they're looking at, but I
I'd say
understand.
like if Outer Worlds wins 3 different awards and Kingdom Hearts doesn't,
Right. Yeah,
you
it'd be
know.
a little weird.
Yeah, so
what I will
that
comment
was part
on,
of it.
I really appreciate how much variety is
Absolutely,
in the role playing game
yes.
category here. They're not all JRPGs or what have you.
Yeah.
They're pretty much all different games,
Very unique, and it's
which is
really
great.
cool.
Yeah,
I love
it's
it. I love
it's
it.
a good category.
Best performance.
This one I'm pretty familiar with. Almost everybody.
Ashley Birch as Pavardi Holcomb in The Outer Worlds.
Yep.
Courtney Hope as Jesse Faden in Control.
Mm-hmm.
Laura Bailey, whom I love, as Kate Diaz as Gears 5. Mads Mikkelsen as Cliff in Death Stranding. Matthew Peretta as Dr. Casper Darling in Control.
Uh-huh.
And Norman Reedus as Sam Porter Bridges in Death Stranding.
Yeah.
I had Courtney Hope as Jesse Faden in Control. I think that Control is a unique game on its own.
It really is.
And it brings a lot
It's
of
got
cool
some
stuff.
good qualities to it.
And she delivered her role fitting really, really well within the world, but also making a very relatable character.
I'd
with
agree.
such unique
I think
things.
Courtney
Yeah.
Hope is also mine. I like her character. And she also, like Mads Mikkelsen, as far as we've seen, we've been playing Death Stranding, so we don't know his full role in the game yet. I'm hoping we get to meet him, because right now, he doesn't do much.
Right.
It's kind of just flashbacks where he's just like, I'm a dad.
Both
or
of the Death
something.
Stranding characters to me
Yeah.
they're kind of forced to overact.
Yeah,
That's
Norman
just the
Reedus
writing
doesn't
in it.
really have much of a character.
No. Not
He's-
yet, at
he's
least.
reluctant guy, but then just does everything he's told, basically.
Right.
And then live action guy, what's his name from Control? Other guy.
Matthew
He
Peretta.
has like a live action role in
Right.
that. It's really fun.
It's weird.
It works well. We're at a point where you can put FMV in video games and it not feel
Right, as
like
weird,
a
yeah.
classic FMV adventure game. It feels fine.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But but also he's more humorous and really just
Right.
in a few videos that you see in the like 20-ish videos, I think. But yeah, so to me, Courtney Hope has the most substantial and most interesting role that I've seen. Yeah.
All right, so we both got Courtney Hope going there.
Yeah.
Although I just love Laura Bailey in general.
Oh, sure. I haven't played Gears 5, so
Ongoing game:
yeah, this is an interesting one.
Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. What I do want to say about the ongoing game thing is that the same game can win every year.
Oh yeah, well it's that. I mean, that's kind of why I like the category.
Yeah.
Is because it gives a place for that to happen, and it's responding to the current culture of games.
Yeah.
like that's a thing now. I haven't played. Oh, I played Final Fantasy 14 a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them, we played like 3 or 4 matches of Apex. I've not played Fortnite, Destiny, or Rainbow Six. So I'm gonna give it to Final Fantasy 14 because I enjoyed that more than Apex.
What I'm going to go with is what still holds the culture
Yeah.
in a vice grip,
Yeah.
Fortnite.
To be fair,
And
I'm
Fortnite
going with
Chapter
what
2.
I enjoyed the most,
Right.
not what I think is necessarily going to win.
But Fortnite Chapter 2 and the changing of what it has been
Yeah.
up until this
That's a
point
big
was a
deal.
really big deal.
Very smart.
And I think that'll help them kind of
Yeah,
lock
I would
this
be
down.
shocked. I honestly be shocked if Fortnite doesn't win.
Yeah.
But I like Final Fantasy 14 the most out of what I know out
All right.
of those games.
You got 14 and I got Fortnite.
Yep.
Narrative. A Plague Tale: Innocence, Control, Death Stranding, Disco Elysium, or The Outer Worlds for best narrative.
Yeah. I see you have.
To be fair,
yeah.
I haven't finished watching Control or obviously playing Death Stranding.
Sure. This is one where you really should know the whole story.
Right. And so it was tough for me to make a solid decision.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, A Plague Tale Innocence is what I have.
I haven't watched or whatever, but I want to, very much want to. Again, it was still too expensive for me to justify buying it. So, but yeah, I would. So this one's more of a, I think that one's going to win.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these stories all the way through yet. So,
I mean, A Plague Tale Innocence stands out because of its narrative.
sure.
You know,
that's what it is.
People aren't talking about it for its amazing gameplay.
Yeah.
They're talking about it because of the heart-touching story and heartbreaking moments within the entirety of it. So
Yeah, so I'd be surprised that didn't win. And
That's
just
what you got?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
go with that too.
all right.
We're in agreement on that one.
A Plague Tale Innocence.
A Plague Tale Innocence.
Best multiplayer game.
Right up my alley.
I had a really easy
This is
choice
what
for
I
this one.
do.
Apex Legends. Other than Modern Warfare, I had played every single one of these games at one point. So, best multiplayer game: Apex Legends, Borderlands 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Tetris 99, or Tom Clancy's Division 2. So, for me, Division 2 was kind of a standout amongst them.
Yeah,
I loved it, and it was so good. It was a huge improvement on the original Division, which was fine.
Yeah.
And the multiplayer aspect of the Division has always been awesome, and the very specifics that they added to this for each individual person to kind of go their own path, the role-playing elements in this, so good and so much fun. And my favorite part of it was I played it, I enjoyed it, and I reached what I felt was an end game. Oh, by the way, that's actually kind of the tutorial. Like the 30 hours I put into it, streaming into it.
Yeah. Now you're in the end
intro,
game, which is the real game.
And the real game is the end game, and it was so surprising.
That's
so
kind of a
cool.
multiplayer staple now.
Yeah.
Or just almost game staple, basically. But okay, remember when I said I'm going with what I like the most?
Right.
Versus I lied. I'm just gonna go with whatever I want. Deal with it. I think Modern Warfare is gonna win this one.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
Because it was it's just got a huge fan base. That's not necessarily what wins these awards, but it's beloved.
Yeah.
People love Modern Warfare, and I know that the relaunch, the reboot of it was very popular and successful.
I didn't play it at all. Don't know much about
Me
it at
neither.
all. But it seems the same thing that they've been putting out over and over and over again.
I mean, FIFA is probably going to win sports, and
That's fair.
what is that?
That's fair. That's a good point.
These multiplayer games are essentially just new sports games where you put out an improved, hopefully, version of what came out last year. I only played Borderlands 3 was fun, but it's not the best of anything. So
yeah. All right, you got Modern Warfare.
Modern
I got
Warfare,
Division 2.
you got Division 2.
Best mobile
game.
Call of Duty Mobile, Grindstone, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Sky Children of Light, or What in the Gulf.
Okay.
I only knew one of these.
I know Call of Duty Mobile was very popular. I think it was the highest selling mobile game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about all time, but it set records basically. I know Grindstone was on the Apple, their Apple game service or whatever. I looked for it and couldn't play it because it was an iPhone exclusive. But it was also very popular, so much so that Penny Arcade made a comic about it. And that doesn't mean the game is popular, but it was positive about it, so they liked it. But Sayonara Wild Hearts, I'm not going to say is not going to win this. That's not my guess, even though it would be my favorite. I don't know what the other two are. I've heard of What in the Golf. I don't know what Sky whatever is.
I picked Sayonara Wild Hearts because it's the only one I know.
Sure, I'm gonna go Call of Duty Mobile.
All right.
Yeah, because it was very popular.
Now.
I drive a bus full of middle schoolers, and I heard them talking about it.
You have more or less hope in humanity than I do. I don't want them to pick Call of Duty. I'm sick of Call of Duties.
What you enjoy playing.
Best indie game.
Okay, here we go.
Baba Is You.
Ooh.
Disco Elysium. Katana Zero. Outer Wilds. Untitled Goose Game.
I've played all except one of them.
Katana Zero?
No,
or Disco Elysium.
Disco Elysium. I played Katana Zero. I played and finished it in 2 days.
What do you got?
This is a hard one. I love Baba's Yu's style and what it does.
Right.
Katana Zero was kind of forgettable to me. The story was okay, but the gameplay was interesting but not great. Outer Wilds is okay. To me, it's got the AAA feel, so I don't want to give it even though it is indie. I'm not saying it's not.
Right.
It does feel like a AAA game, so it feels out of place. Untitled Goose Game, no, not going to give it to that. I enjoyed it, but it's short and funny, but just a distraction. It doesn't really have any impact, I think. So I'm going to give it to
Disco Elysium?
I'll give it to Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds?
Yeah.
I'm also giving it to Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
Baba Is You is so unique and is so
Yeah,
fun.
and it's got a really fun like style.
But at the end of the day, it's a puzzle game.
It's a puzzle game.
And it's going to get puzzly.
A lot of puzzle games have that cool like, oh, this is fun, and then you just kind of see past it.
Yeah.
Okay, and now you're not seeing Baba Is You and whatever is, you're just seeing mechanics.
Exactly. Yeah,
and
yeah.
So, yeah.
Untitled Goose Game was way fun and I loved it, but it was good fun comedy.
Outer
know what I
Worlds
mean?
I'll give because it felt like the people who made it saw what people wanted and made a game for people. Like, you guys love New Vegas. We don't have the rights to make a Fallout game, but we'll make our own and give it that same quality and improve and, you know, blow.
To me, whenever an indie studio makes a AAA game, like a AAA quality game, I think that's almost a shoo-in right there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's like Hellblade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, Outer Worlds. There's
Outer
another
Worlds.
game called Outer Wilds, and I always mix them up. They're both recent games.
Outer Worlds. Games for Impact.
Games for Impact.
Concrete Genie, Grease, Kind Words, Life is Strange 2, Sea of Solitude. This is my jam. I know all of these games.
Do you? Okay, yeah. I've only played 2 of them. I really wanted to play Concrete Genie, but it was again expensive, and whatever. I'm gonna give it to Kind Words.
Kind Words.
I think it's the most simple but impactful game on there.
To me, what the other 4, so Concrete Genie, Sea of Solitude, Grease, and Life is Strange. In fact, mostly Concrete Genie, Life is Strange, and Sea of Solitude. Grease was great, and it had a narrative and a metaphor within it, but the other 3 have characters that you identify with.
Grease,
and
I was
you're
very
growing
disappointed
with.
by.
And
My
it was
least favorite John Travolta movie.
But Kind Words is direct.
It is.
You're not growing or doing anything vicariously. Kind Words exists to help bolster
This is, hey,
you.
we want to make a game to help people.
Yes.
And not only us saying, hey, here's how you should feel, but other people who are going through what you are feeling, or maybe not, but have kind words to say. We're going to give them a platform.
Yeah. So this to me, I mean, I would say it kind of even like blurs the line of game.
Yo, 100%. Yeah, like when I told my wife about it, she was like, "Is that a game?"
That my wife said the exact same thing.
And I was like, I mean, technically,
yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
And then it made me question. I was like,
Yeah.
Is it? It's just an interactive letter writing. Like, you
yeah.
just have anonymous pen pals,
I don't
essentially.
think it is a game, but I think that's okay.
Well, sure, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it blurs the line. That's fine.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I got Kind Words for
Kind
that.
words, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's move up to
Game direction.
Game direction.
Oh, this I love. I love that they give more like movie type
Yes.
things to
yes.
video games.
Because video games are
Recognize-
so cinematic.
Well, yeah,
now.
100%. Yeah.
So, Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Outer Wilds.
I've played all 5.
You have?
Yeah.
Yes, you have, actually.
I have.
Wow. What do you think then?
Direction. Well, I'm going to say I'm not picking Resident Evil 2 because, again, that's a remake.
Right.
I'm not saying they didn't improve.
Well, so
or
here's
give
where
it a
I will
thing.
go ahead
Yeah.
and say I didn't pick Resident Evil 2.
No.
But I think that in a situation like this, it is an entirely unique game. They might have the set piece, but where you put the camera, when something jumps out because the camera is there, how the sound
Yeah,
design is going to
sure.
be, that's all 100% brand new. And so I think that in a situation like this, game design, like if it was best narrative and it's Resident Evil 2, no. That's
no,
a
it's
remake.
zombie survival game.
Well, I more mean that the story's already been written. It's
Oh,
literally
sure.
the exact same story
gotcha,
brought
yeah.
to now. But in a situation like this where it's game direction, it's 100% unique from the original game.
Okay. I would still say that they are not making something new, though. They're still building off of what is already
Right.
popular and just improving on it.
But-
so I'm going to go Control on this one.
Control.
Yeah, I think that it has the most specific narrative, the direction of how rooms are created. Like, there's a really good Polygon video about the architecture that they use in this game. It's really cool, like how they are revealing information, how the style, just using a lot of like Twilight Zone type, like
Yeah.
using a lot of different elements to create a unique narrative that I've not really seen in a game like this before.
Yeah.
Characters are interesting, and I'm gonna give it to Control.
Control is my second choice. I went with Death Stranding for best direction in this one because as far as a narrative goes, to take something that is as out there as this,
Yeah.
but still direct it in a way that makes us care and makes the characters seem intriguing enough,
Yeah.
and carries you along with it as successfully as Death Stranding does. I almost felt like it was coming from like a handicap, because the game is so weird. They have to get you to buy something. So
Well,
like,
to me,
buy
that's
into
more
something
narrative
so
focused,
weird.
is what you're talking
Right,
about.
right,
That's
but-
but because what I'm not giving it to Death Stranding, the reason why is that if I'm looking at it from it's not the same as a movie, but when you look at it from a directive standpoint, where it's somebody kind of the overall like direction of how it goes, there's too many lulls and there's too many long stretches of nothing
Right.
aside from the basic gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
And the punctuation, the story, and like more where it's specifically directed in a certain way, it's too few and far between for me to
Right.
really like super engaged. I'm looking forward to finishing that game so we can play something else.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I got Death Stranding. You
I
have
got Control. Yeah.
All right. Fresh indie game,
game.
presented. No, I'm not going to give it to you.
Presented by
No. Stupid things to name. Recognizing a new independent studio that released its first game in 2016.
Yeah.
So we have ZAUM for
Zaum.
for Disco Elysium, Nomada Studio for Greece,
Yeah.
Dead Toast Entertainment for my friend Pedro.
Yeah, which is on the Game Pass now, and I want to play it.
I just realized this is Outer Wilds, not Outer Worlds.
Oh, me too.
Outer Wild. I'm gonna cancel
Different
that vote.
game called
Yep.
Outer Wilds,
Outer
but they have a
Wilds
similar look to
from
them.
Mobius Digital, Megacrit Studios for Slay the Spire, and House
Shocked.
for Untitled Goose Game.
You had chosen Outer Wilds. Was that simply what you thought would win?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
all right.
I was picking.
Because why would you not pick Slay the Spire?
No, I was picking my predictions. What I want to win is different, although I am changing now.
I'm gonna go Slay the Spire on that one also.
Yeah.
That's what you. Yeah, you're selecting. I'm gonna go that one also. It is beloved in that genre, and took elements of things that games already done and created this paragon of the genre.
Right.
I don't think Untitled Goose Game should win anything.
No, I don't think so either.
It's a fun
It's
distraction.
wonderful. Or maybe most fun character 2019.
Most goof.
Most goose.
Most goofy.
Most goose.
Yeah,
best honk.
best goose game without a title.
No, what I want is for everything it's nominated for somebody else to win, and then for a goose to come
The
out
goose
and
to run
take
out.
it.
Steal
take
the
thing and run
trophy and
away.
run off. That would be amazing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you just chasing it
It's
after.
yours now.
I'll give it to Slay the Spire, even though I didn't play it. I played Grease, and it was honestly disappointing.
Slay the Spire
Mediocre to me.
created a new genre of game. You can look up online.
I mean,
now.
it factually didn't, because there have been digital card games that like the whole card game.
not in
Not in the way
style
they
like
did it.
this.
No, they did
Yeah.
it way better than anybody has.
So if
Which-
you go on
regardless,
like
yeah.
mobile or on Steam right now, there are so many Slay the Spire
It
clones.
is. I would say it is a watershed game.
Yes.
Like The Matrix is a watershed movie, not because sci-fi hadn't been done or even like digital hacking kind of things have been done, but because this did it in such a unique way that so many people wanted to pursue what they did, and that's true for Slay the Spire.
So I'm going to Slay the Spire on
yeah,
this one.
I'm going.
I thought it was Outer Worlds, not
we're
Outer
going the same.
Wilds.
Yeah,
So-
no,
yeah, Slay the Spire.
I just now realized that the logos are very similar.
They really are.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're getting
Best
close.
fighting game. This was another one.
This
that I
is,
thought-
easy,
You ran out of nominations. didn't
yeah,
you?
no, this is Smash Brothers.
Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force.
You don't even have to
Mortal
mention
Kombat
them.
11, Samurai Showdown, Smash Bros. Ultimate. Smash Bros. Ultimate wins
Oh,
this.
Ultimate, no problem.
If
Yeah,
you
this was.
combined the fan base of the other four, it would not equal the one.
Yeah,
for
Mortal
Smash Bros.
Kombat
Ultimate.
was well received.
very good. Yeah,
I almost bought it Black Friday.
Dead
but-
or Alive 6 was also very well received.
Was it?
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
I know Jump Force was
Was
very.
not.
That's the
Force was-
one that tells me you needed more, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Because Jump Force was not well. It was very disappointing. And when you are making a game for the anime fans at the
yes.
as a whole, you gotta do good. You gotta. If you do bad, you are hated. Family game.
Best family game: Luigi's Mansion 3, Ring Fit Adventure, Super Mario Maker 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Yoshi's Crafted World.
A lot of smelling a lot of Switch in this one. In fact, they're all
Exclusive.
Switch exclusives.
Yeah, so
They are doing what they intended to do really well.
really, really well.
Yeah.
Smash Bros. Ultimate is not a family game because you want to hate your family after you play it too much.
It is about murdering each other.
Super Mario Maker 2 is a lot of fun to play, but it's not really family involved, I don't think. To me, I really put Yoshi's Mansion 3 in this one.
Or Luigi's Mansion.
Or Luigi's Mansion.
I played the demo for Yoshi's Crafted
Woolly-
World.
Crafted World.
Crafted World. It was fun,
Yeah.
but it's not one that like if it was $5, sure. It definitely fell in the category of family, but yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3 just
Yeah,
makes
it
sense
looks
to
so
me.
much fun.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to keep going here.
Esports team.
We're
No,
gonna-
no.
we gotta
Just say
fly
them. We're
through
gonna
these.
say them.
We
Just
gotta
say
fly
them and
through
pick
these.
one at random.
Esports team, Australis, G2 Esports, OG, San Francisco Shop, Team Liquid. I know Team Liquid. That's one that
I'm
I've heard
going
before.
Astralis.
I got Team Liquid. Okay.
Esports player. All my
Kyle
favorites.
Buga Giersdorf, Lee Faker Senghyok,
Yep.
Luka Perkovic,
Yep, that guy.
Alexander Simple Kostylev, or Jay
him.
Sinatra 1. I'm going with J1 because his name's easiest to say.
I'm going with Kyle, because that's my name.
All right.
Kyle
Buga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Esports host.
Everybody, yeah, the best.
FG Stokes Alex Machine Richardson, Paul Redeye Schillener, Alex Golden Boy Mendez, Duan Candice Yusheng. I'm going opposite. Complicated name this time. FG Stokes
I'm going
winning.
Candace.
You're going
I don't
Candice.
even say the rest of the name. Candace.
Awesome. Esports Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch.
Fortnite.
Overwatch.
Okay.
All right. Esports events. Overwatch
yeah.
League Grand Finals, EVO 2019, Fortnite World Cup, IEM Katowice League of Legends Championship International 2019.
I'm going Fortnite World Cup.
Overwatch League Finals.
Oh, let's be
There we
clear
go.
here. We're not trying to belittle these things. This is
just not our jam.
It's not our jam, so
Yeah.
we're just moving through it.
Yeah. Esports coach. Eric Adrian Hogue, Nuri Kane Zheng,
Yep.
Fabian Grabs Lohman, Kim Koma
does?
Jung Yong. Lohman should say something.
Yeah.
Tituan Saksha Merloz, Danny Zonik Sorensen.
Love that guy.
I'm going with Kim Koma Jung Young because he looks most like a coach that I would recognize. He's got a suit. He's got his arms crossed. He looks
I mean,
disappointed.
Kane looks pretty good. The second one.
Jang?
I'm going that. Yeah.
Oh, Kane.
Kane Jang. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go with him.
You're going Kane Jing, and I'm going Kokoma. That one. Content Creator of the Year. Another one we're
All
not
my
gonna...
faves. I'm gonna go with Dez and Fox.
Yep, Dez, and I'm going with Dez.
I'm going with Fox. You know what? I'm going with Dez.
Yeah.
Fox sucks.
Courage, Dr. Lupo, Ewok, Grefig Shroud.
No Ewok because I hate the Ewoks in Star Wars.
I'm going with Ewok because I love the Ewoks.
I'm going Dr. Lupo because he went to medical school to become a content creator of the year.
Community support: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I actually voted on this one.
Yeah, you did because
Yeah.
you played Destiny. I'm gonna go with this is purely guessing. I'm gonna go Fortnite again.
Destiny
When
2.
in doubt, Fortnite out. That's what they say.
Destiny 2 is what I got.
Okay.
But we're still rushing through.
Yeah. Audio design. I'm a
design.
little more interested in this.
Here we go. Call of Duty Modern Warfare,
Yeah.
Control, Death Stranding, Gears 5, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro Dies Twice. I went Resident Evil 2 because,
Yeah.
again, whole new update, brand new things, but the what's the word I'm looking for where you create like the world around you? The
Atmosphere?
around
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
is
they did a
so
very, very
well
good job.
done.
But I'm
going
going to stick to my rule of no remakes.
right.
So I'm going to go with
'Cause you're
I'll
wrong.
go with
Audio design. So just how
audio
things sound.
design. I don't know several of these. So let's go with Sekiro.
You want Sekiro?
Sure.
Okay.
It's one that I don't know and I don't care much.
Art direction.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I like art direction.
Control, Death Stranding, Grease, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, or Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
Oh, interesting choice. You chose.
I chose Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
Interesting.
Because to me, it went a totally different direction than all of these other games. Every single one of these other games, it has something new and unique, and it fit really well with the story. And I think that all around, it was just a really wise and brilliant choice that went so well, and it was gorgeous.
For me, this is between Grease and Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Yeah.
I very much appreciate Zelda. I like its style, and it's definitely not something you'd say and be like, oh, that's cool. You're like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And that's what makes something good a lot of times. But again, it's a remake, and so they already had a baseline of what people liked, and so let's just do something different with it this time. So I'm gonna go with Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Because Greece was very beautiful, but Sayonara was more interesting to me.
The fact that Greece is all hand drawn and
It's
watercolored
impressive.
is incredible.
But a lot of it repeats.
Yeah.
A lot of it is just long strands of walking through nice looking things.
All right. Best action adventure game: Borderlands 3, Control, Death Stranding, Zelda: Link's Awakening, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
All right, we got to move fast.
Yep.
Fast.
I went with Resident Evil 2 here.
Okay.
Because to me, this of all of these had the tightest controls, the what you felt was the most fair combat going through. You felt powerful, you felt like you were doing well, but there was still tension as you went through the game. I thought just as far as action adventure went, it was top.
I'm going
notch for me.
Sekiro again.
Yeah.
Partially because I do appreciate. I didn't enjoy it because that's not my style, but I appreciated what they did. I think they did a very good job of creating like a good narrative with a Dark Souls style.
Right.
Because this one actually had a story that you're actively moving through rather than like learning ish. So I'm gonna go with Sekiro.
All right.
Yeah.
Best
action game.
Action game.
No adventure allowed in these ones.
Metro Exodus, Gears 5, Devil May Cry 5, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Astral Chain, and Apex Legends.
I've played 0.
I have watched a little bit of most of these, not all of them. We've played Apex Legends.
Oh, it's true.
I went with Devil May Cry 5 on this one, just because the kind of stylization of it all is way fun. The characters are really lovable and unique, and
Sure.
yeah, it was
I'll
a very fun game.
I'm gonna go Gears 5.
Gears 5.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know anything about Gears 5.
Me neither.
So.
That's a guess.
Game of the year.
All right, last one. Let's make this happen.
Game of the year, baby. Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, or The Outer Worlds.
This was a difficult one for me, not because I love a lot of them really well, but because they're all like, oh, it's pretty good. Last year was an easy standout. God of War.
Yeah.
No problem. I mean, Red Dead Redemption was great, but God of War stood out head and shoulders above the rest to me. There's nothing like that in this one. So of these, I would say that my game of the year is probably, to me, it's between Smash Brothers and Sekiro. And I'm gonna say I played Sekiro a lot more. So I'm gonna go Sekiro.
I'm going Sekiro as well. To me, Sekiro told a beautiful story. It dug into lore so well. It dug into actual lore, like actual mythology, so well. The gameplay was incredibly tight. It was incredibly challenging as well. But it did exactly what it meant to do. It never felt like the game isn't working the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes it felt unfair,
right?
But it was always meant to. Yeah, it was
getting
meant
past
to feel
actually
that way.
playing it and getting past like, I'm so angry at how difficult this is. I very much appreciate Sekiro.
Yeah,
and I played a bunch of Smash Brothers for 4 or 5 days, but I played almost all of Sekiro. So
right.
Even though I hated it at times, so that's a good game if you are you hate playing it but still playing it. And then can appreciate it when you're emotionally beyond it, then I'll go Sekiro. So that's our game of the year, I guess.
Yeah. So Des and Fox game of the year, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
I'm very much looking forward to next year. I think there's going to be some really good contenders. It's going to be a much harder choice, I think, next year for me.
I think so too.
Cyberpunk, Last of Us, Doom Eternal. It's going to be ridiculous.
A lot of really good games coming out next year. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Let us know all of your predictions. Let us know what you think of our predictions, and let us know what you ate for dinner last night.
It's very important. We want to know what your dinner of the year was.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks again, guys. And remember,
wait.
Thank you very much to
Granger
for the use of their song All My Friends Have Wi-Fi and Some of My Neighbors Do off of the album Dear Sam.
Dear Sam, it's a dope track.
It is
greatest
such
track
a good
of all
track.
time.
Oh man. So go check out that stuff. All the songs in the album are great too.
Straight banger.
Yep. It slaps.
It does.
And it left a mark. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Save games, save lives. Bye.
Bye.
My voice is